Hello and happy Palm Sunday. Today is Palm Sunday. I'm going to unpack a little bit about what happened on Palm Sunday. And you need to know what happened. It's not a very easy subject today because we're looking at Jesus's crucifixion. So it's quite a difficult subject. I was brought up in the Church of England from a very young age. I know all about like celebrating Easter, like Lent and Maundy Thursday, Good Friday, Easter Sunday. And there's lots of, services we would have been having if we could meet in church. And Easter is one of the biggest Christian celebrations, bigger probably than Christmas. So Easter is really special to Christians. And at school, when it was Easter, I usually got the short straw and, well, I don't think it's the short straw, and got to talk about the crucifixion of Jesus because teachers find it really difficult. Lots of people find it difficult to talk to children about what happened. So it's not a very upbeat and exciting story at the moment, but you need to know how bad it was so that we can celebrate together on Easter Sunday, which is a week away. And that's when we get our Easter eggs and chocolate. So that's very exciting. So Palm Sunday, there are two stories that we could have shared today. One of them is the riding of where Jesus rode into Jerusalem on his donkey. And the people waved palm branches and their cloaks and they threw them on the floor and they were cheering as Jesus rode into Jerusalem. But their cheers soon turned to jeers, and that's booing. So we're going to look at what happened on Palm Sunday, but not on Palm Sunday. We're looking at the crucifixion today. That's after Palm Sunday. So next week will be Easter. So if I don't talk about the crucifixion today, by next week it's Easter and you've missed that bit out. So we get palm crosses. Some of us might have had these sent to us. Some of them might get them in our homes. And I was thinking about crosses. I wear a cross around my neck. My T-shirt's got a cross on it. And I've got quite a few crosses, as you can see. I've put them all on chains so that you can see them all and they don't drop. So I have lots of crosses, which is really, and we have cross buns, don't we, as well? Think about the crosses. If we were in church at St. Peter's, we could have a wander around and look at how many crosses we could find. And I'm sure we'd find a lot. So as a Christian, it's important to understand about the cross and what it means for us. Because the cross, the Romans used it as, it was a torture thing. So it's like we're wearing a symbol of torture around our necks. A bit like maybe wearing a guillotine around our necks. The Romans used a cross to kill people, and crucifixion was an horrendous, a terrible, terrible death. Because look back at my cross. You were nailed through your wrists and through your feet to a cross like this. Now, you didn't die because you were hanging. What happens if your body weight is held on your arms, your lungs, and your breathing? You can't breathe. And so you eventually suffocate. It is a really real, cruel way to die. And Jesus died on that cross so that we could be friends with God and him. We can be his friend. And sin made that bridge to friendship with Jesus. It broke it. And sin is all the stuff that we do wrong. The wrong thoughts, the wrong things we say, the wrong things we do. All sin, all the things that we do wrong is sin. Big sin, little sin, it's all sin. So I've got a visual aid here for us today. God made us like this, pure, clear, no sin. We were pure. And then we did wrong. And this is where sin came along. This is sin. My bottle of sin. All the bad things. Tip some of that sin in there. So, in fact, I need more because that's just a little teeny bit. Let's give it a tip. Tip the sin in. Oh dear. So we were pure, but our sin made us murky and dirty and no longer pure. When Jesus died on the cross to take away our sin, that's what it did on the cross. When Jesus died, he made us pure and sinless again. So when we do anything wrong, we can come to him and say we're sorry, knowing that he forgives us and takes that sin away as if it never existed. God loves each one of us so much, and that's what we're remembering today. So yeah, you might think, why is it called Good Friday when he died on a cross? It's not good. Nothing was good about that, was it? Yes, it was, because Jesus made the way back to God possible for each one of us. If you were the only person in the world, he would still have done it, but he did it for each one of us. So Jesus has won the battle over death and sin when he died on the cross, making that bridge back to God possible for us. So that's why we call it Good Friday.